Okay, to create a table, what we have to do? Create, okay, table, okay, table name, okay. Then after that, column name, okay, column name, data type, okay. Let me hold here, data type, okay, data type, and length of that, maximum length, how much maximum length you can give it, okay, maximum length. So same thing, and if you wanted to create another column, just comma separated, remember this, okay, while you are creating, right, while you are creating column name, okay, as well as data type, okay, you should give space, you should give space, column name, okay, column name 1 and data type, okay, and then maximum length, okay, maximum length, whatever you want. It is a custom thing, so let me explain you those things as well in detail. And column name 2, okay, you have to remember this one very important thing is comma is required, and column name 2 on data type, okay. For data type you need not to mention anything, okay. Let me practically do this, okay, let me practically do this, and will explain you yesterday whatever I have created, okay. Create, okay, table. Did you observe one thing? Is it coming in blue color? Guys, is it coming in blue color or not? So if it is a keyword, if it is a keyword, by default it is going to come as a, it is going to come as a blue color, blue color. Create table, table name, okay, table name, okay. So these two are mandatory, these two are mandatory, okay. You are not going to change this, you are not going to change this. This is called syntax, okay, this is called syntax. But this table name, okay, this table name you can give my name, okay, my name you can give here, okay, okay, you can give this, okay, you can give Raghu, you can give Ram, you can give Ashok, anything you can give, okay, anything you can give, okay. It's up to you, it is a up to you. Let's give it Ajit here, okay, Ajit, okay. Then after that, column name also custom name you can give, column name also you can give custom name, which means I can give here ID, okay, you can give, I can give customer ID, okay, customer ID, and then I can give bank ID, okay. These kind of names you can give, it is a custom, you can define your own, you can define your own. Let's consider it is a customer table, customers table, okay. I'm giving customer underscore ID. Remember this, if you have a two words, okay, you cannot go ahead and combine like this, it is not going to look very proper, okay. You can give underscore so that it will be easy for you to, the visualization perspective as well as readability perspective, it is going to be very good. That is the reason we follow this particular thing. Are you clear? Are you clear, guys? And next, okay, data type. Data type is what? Yesterday we have discussed, right? Number. Okay, how many characters? Let's take it up 10 character, 10 length. Okay, 10 character length. Now, customer name, customer name, customer name. Here, what is the data type? Name starts with what, guys? Name starts with what? Name starts with what? Alphabets, right? Always we'll go with the varchar 2. Varchar 2. Let's give it here 50. Okay. So if you understand this properly, okay, if you understand this, okay, create table is highlighting in blue color. Okay. If you see here, if create table is highlighting in blue color and number also highlighting in blue color, varchar 2 also in blue color. Okay. Are you understanding, guys? Are you understanding? Are you understanding? So which means the blue color, whatever we have here, these are keywords. These are keywords. Okay. You shouldn't use as column name. Suppose I can't go ahead and use here as a number as a column name. Number as a column name. That is not appropriate. Okay. Appropriate. Okay. So are you clear? So customer ID, customer name. These can be defined by you. Okay. You can define, but these are mandatory, these are already which is built in, you have to use those only. And if you are defining, okay, column name, okay, after column name and data type, you should give single space. Okay. Even you can give double space also fine, but make sure at least one single space should be available. One single space should be available. And one more thing, very, very important thing is, while you are giving number varchar 2, you can give the length as well. You can give the length as well. And if you are giving multiple columns, it should be comma separated. It should be comma separated. Are you clear, guys? Are you clear? Did you observe this yesterday while I'm making create statement? Did you observe this? Did you observe this? These are mandatory. These are mandatory. Now I'm creating what? Just I'm going ahead and I'm creating the table. I have created the customer table. Now I wanted to see this particular table. Whether it is created properly or not. How can I check? I can use the describe command. Okay, DESC or describe command. Describe, the syntax goes like this. Okay, describe table name. What is the table name? The syntax is describe table name. So same thing what we are doing here, describe customers. Okay, so if you do describe customers, okay, can you see here what is coming? Let me put it into some notepad++. Okay, some notepad++. Can you see here what it is coming? Name, okay, column name, as well as whether the column is nullable, and data type. Are you clear, guys? So these are basics. You should be strong at it. If you are not strong at it, then you are going to fail in future. Okay, that is the reason I'm explaining here. Null means whether the column can contain null value or not. Whether the column contain null value or not. Null means, okay, null means nothing. Okay, nothing. Okay, yes, the column is nullable or not. Okay, null means nothing. Okay, are you clear? How to create a table as well as how to get the table information. So there are two syntaxes. One is describe, another is DESC. DESC in a short form you can use. To see this, okay, just you can go ahead and you can do this. Same thing. It is not going to change anything. And whenever you are going ahead and you are going to do describe, right? Remember, is it coming in output form? Okay, output form here, this script output which is going to come. Script output. Within the script output only you are going to get this. Okay, this is the way you can get the structure of the table. Another command is what? Let's go here. Okay, see here, syntax is DESC table name, describe table name. It is going to give you provides a description of the tables, returns column names as well as data types, and columns are nullable or not. Can you see same thing here? Whatever it is mentioned. Can you see, guys? Are you clear? Now, okay. This is the one way of doing it. Okay. Another command, information command. Let's take this. Okay. Information command as well. Info, what is the syntax? First, let me explain what information command is do. Okay. Information command provides in detail about the table like below things. Okay. One is column names as well as data types, number of rows, and distinct number of rows. What do you mean by number of rows and distinct number of rows? It can be duplicates, right? For example, Ravindra is present twice. Okay. So number of rows going to be 10. Okay. Distinct number of rows which is going to come as 9. Okay. As 9. Unique rows. Columns are nullable or not nullable. Is there any index of those things are available or not? It is going to show. It is going to show. Let's go ahead and execute. What is the syntax, guys? Info space table name. Info space table name. At the same time, information space table name. Information space table name. Okay, let's go ahead and execute that. Info table name. Info table name. What is the table name? Customers here. Madhukar, I'll throw you out, man, if you play with the Zoom. Okay. If you play with the Zoom, I'm going to throw you out. Please be careful about it. Okay. So here, try to understand. Okay. Try to understand. Here you can see. Okay. Here you can see what are the details which we are seeing here. Let me copy paste into the. Let me copy paste into the directly here. Where in the Notepad++. See here, information command is returning. Okay. Number of table name it is returning, and the last analyze number of rows. Do we have a rows in that table? Do we have rows in the table? Guys, do we have rows in the table? Do we have rows in the table right now? We don't have any rows. We have not inserted any data. That is the reason it is showing us empty. It is showing us empty. And at the same time, column names, column name, data type. Okay. Here you can see data type. Okay. Whether the column is nullable or not. Okay. Is there any default values are there and comments are there or not? It is checking. It is checking. Okay. Concentrate here. Okay. This information is provided. Now, whatever the data is there, right? Can we check that table? Can we check that table? Info, just we'll take employees table, then we'll understand, right? Much more about it. So let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Then we are going to see a lot of things. Okay, we are going to see lot of things in this particular table. In this particular table, because this particular table is containing lot of information. Lot of information. Try to understand this in detail. Try to understand this in detail. Okay. So let's go ahead and copy paste. Guys, this is basic classes. Make sure you need to listen, understand. If you don't understand, help me out. I'll explain you in detail. So in this table, okay, what is the table name? What is the table name? What is the table name? Employees. When it has been analyzed? Last time 2014, 529. Okay, last analyzed is nothing but when it has been done. Okay, don't worry about this. Okay, and rows. Okay, how many rows in this particular table? And sample size. Okay, sample size. Here nothing but how many rows? 107 rows, which is part of this particular table. And sample size also 107. In the comments, okay, in memory, these things it's not required. Sometimes then you need not to do that. And comments, employee table, it contains 107 rows. The references with the departments, jobs history table contain self-reference. Okay, who's providing these comments? Whoever created this table, okay, that particular thing, those guys going to provide this. Those guys going to provide these particular things. Now, let's go to columns. Okay, what are the columns are available? See here, okay, employee ID. And what are the details which we have? Data type. Whether the column is nullable, it is saying no. It is saying no, it shouldn't be, it shouldn't have any null values because it is a primary key. Primary key means, okay, let me give you. Primary key means it is always having unique records as well as no null records, which means it shouldn't have any duplicate records. It shouldn't have any duplicate records as well as it shouldn't contain any null values. Means null means nothing. It shouldn't contain in any of the row. It shouldn't contain nothing value. And how many columns are there? We can see all the columns. Are you clear, guys? All columns, and you can see data type and as well as comments you can see. Next thing, what are the indexes? Okay, what are the indexes? Index name, okay, uniqueness, status, whether the index is valid or not. All those details you can see here. if you use the information command, if you use the information command and reference tables. When you say reference tables, okay, when you are creating a relationship, when I'm going to explain this particular primary key, foreign key, at the time I'm going to explain these things, references, and what is the ER diagram also. Okay, so these in detail you can see. Are you clear about this information command, guys, in Oracle? Are you clear? Are you clear? Now go with the topic. Okay, now we'll go with the topic. Now, very, very important statements, okay, at SQL level, okay. These are the basic statements, okay. SQL statements are not case sensitive. SQL statements are not case sensitive. When I write command, okay, here you can see, right, I have written in capital case. Capital case. If I go ahead and write in same thing, okay, employees, okay, it works in same way. There is no difference. There is no difference, okay, whether you write in smaller case or uppercase or even proper case. Proper case in the sense first letter of the word which is going to be in capital, okay. Here also, if you can write same thing, it is going to work out. Same thing, it is going to work out. First statement, are you clear? SQL statements are not case sensitive. SQL statements are not case sensitive. Not case sensitive. Okay, next thing is, okay, SQL statement can be separated into multiple lines. How can we separate? For example, let's write something. Select star from, okay, employees, okay, employees, okay, where, okay, where employee ID, okay, employee ID equals to 100. Okay, am I separated these lines into two lines? Okay, same SQL statement, okay, where is nothing but a filtering the data based on the employee ID. Let's not worry. It's very simple. Okay, where clause, wherever you use where clause, it is for filtering the data, Filter means what? Suppose you have 100 records. Okay, out of it, you wanted to go ahead and take only specific records, specific records. Then what you are going to use? You are going to use the where clause in SQL. Where clause in SQL. How you can do that? So I'll explain that. But time being, okay, just understand the basics very carefully. Okay. So here, what you can do multiple lines also. You can write SQL in multiple lines. Okay. You can see right here. Okay. It is working. You can write in multiple lines. And next thing is keywords cannot abbreviated and split. Cannot abbreviated and split. Suppose, what did I say? Keywords. Just I have explained, right? Keywords. What? Whichever is coming here, blue color, those are keywords. Okay. Cannot be splitted. For example, SCLE, okay, CT. Is it right, guys? Is it a way to write? It is incorrect. It is incorrect. Okay. You have to always use the, okay, you have to always use the select. Okay, you have to always use the select. It should be always right, written in a proper way. Okay, select at the same time from also. If I use this way, it is incorrect. It is incorrect. And moreover, very, very important thing, you cannot write this select. Okay, while creating the table, create table. Okay, table name is select. Okay, can I write like this? Is it correct? Is it a best practice? Table name is select. You shouldn't use, okay, keywords you shouldn't use to define the objects. Okay, you shouldn't do these particular things. Remember this. Okay, next thing is SQL statements can be terminated by semicolon. Semicolon. Okay, after writing these two statements, right? What did I use here? What did I use here? Semicolon. Semicolon. So if you wanted to terminate the SQL statement, For example, if I can write like this, okay, if I can write like this and again, okay, and email equals to, okay, yes, king, okay. So if I wanted to run, I can go ahead and select like this, or if I can go ahead and give semicolon here, okay, then if I can run this particular statement, okay, or just give me 1 second, guys. Okay, single quotes I have to use. Okay, I need not to select this. Okay, just I'm making a cursor here, and if I can do automatically what it is coming, it is going ahead and it is considering this is the end of the SQL statement. It is the end of the SQL statement. Even without semicolon also you can run. But what is going to happen, right? When you are writing SQL, you can run it up, but manually. Okay, if you are going ahead and using in production code and other things, you have to make sure you have to do the semicolon. Semicolon. Are you clear, guys? SQL statements is going to be terminated by semicolon. Semicolon. Are you clear, guys? Guys, are you clear? Now, next thing is, okay, whenever you wanted to comment SQL, okay, if you wanted to comment, you shouldn't run this particular code. Comment is nothing but you don't want to use that particular command, okay, that particular statement. Then what you can do, hyphen is the to comment, which means it is not going to run this particular line of the code. It is not going to run this particular line of the code. Then you can give here semicolon and it is going to run this line, okay. Are you clear? So whenever you wanted to terminate SQL, okay, whenever you wanted to not to run, for example, you have 100 lines of code, 100 lines of code, okay, you wanted to specifically 2 or 3 lines you wanted to comment, okay, 2 or 3 lines you wanted to comment. Then what you can do, simply you can use this particular hyphen, okay. Sir, are you are giving this particular thing. Now I wanted to comment 10 lines or 50 lines I wanted to comment. 50 lines I wanted to comment. Then how can I do that? Remember this. If you wanted to do multi-line comment, simply you can do, okay, simply you can do, okay, this particular thing, and here you can go ahead and you can do here, okay, not here, you can use this, okay. This is nothing but a here you have to use like this, okay. It's nothing but a backslash, not backslash, okay. This particular thing, okay, here you can use the star as well as this particular statements, okay. If you can do this, even 100 lines or 200 lines, you can go ahead and you can comment it. These are basic, but whenever we are using, right, it is going to be more useful to understand this, okay, to understand in a easy way. Are you clear, guys? Are you clear? And whenever you are going ahead and doing these particular things, right, okay, for example, select, okay, space, star, okay. Remember, at least one space should be present. Star, again, star after that, you have to use one more space, okay, from employees, okay. You have to use the space. If you don't use the space, system doesn't know, okay. System doesn't know how to consider that, okay. Make sure you need to use the space. Are you clear on this SQL statement basics, guys? Does anyone have any doubt on this? Guys, does anyone have any doubt? And one more thing, by saying your things, right? So one thing which I wanted to say, couple of days I have observed, okay, whenever you write in capital letter, right, in the chart, okay, which means you are aggressive according to English, okay. Whenever you write everything in capital, okay, for example, if I write here, just I'm letting you know the etiquette, okay, corporate etiquette. If you write like this, okay, clear, okay, this is incorrect, guys, okay. Whenever you are talking with someone, you have to use the proper case, or you can give like this. Okay, you shouldn't be used like this. It is means you are aggressive. Okay, you are not liking the content. Okay, just I'm letting you know, these are the things. Some of the folks are freshers, right? That is the reason I'm explaining this as well. Now, how to select the how to select the how to select the data, how to read the data, how to read the data, how to read the data. So try to understand how to read the data. Select, okay, space star from employees, okay, employees. Now let me give you clarity on this in detail. Okay, let me take this. Okay, let me take this. Okay, let me divide this into smaller parts. Okay, try to understand. Select is the clause. Okay, select is the command. Okay, DRL command. Okay, select is the DRL command. Okay, it is a DRL command. Okay, select is the command. It is a keyword as well. Keyword as well. Star means, okay, star means all columns, and all rows, all columns. Okay, not all rows, all columns, which means in a table, if you have a 10 columns, okay, if you have a 10 columns, all columns should be projected, okay, projected or displayed. Okay, which means all columns you are going to get it. What do you mean by from means what? Using from clause, okay, using from clause, you are reading the you are reading the table. You are reading the table. You are reading the table. What do you mean by this? This is a table name. Table name. Employees is nothing but a table name. Are you clear, guys? Are you clear? Should I explain much more in detail? Or is it enough? Is it enough? Or should I explain much more? So this is nothing but a syntax. Whenever you are selecting, okay, you have to use the select, okay, and star means all columns, employees from, you have to use it. And remember this, you have to use the spaces. You have to use the, at least one space should be present between, and after from also you have to use the space. If you don't use space, okay, let me show you practically. If you don't use space, how it is going to look like. Okay, suppose I'm not using space here. Okay, try to understand this. What is going to come? Can you see here? From keyword is not found as expected. Okay, can you see here? What is the issue? What is the issue, guys? Can you see here? It is not considered as a keyword from. Okay, if you don't give spaces, these are the issues. Initial days when you are practicing it, these kind of issues which you are going to face. So that is the reason I'm explaining. Sir, now everything is fine, sir. You have given all columns, but okay, being a student, I don't want to play with all columns. I wanted to play with specific column. Okay, now I wanted to play with only, I wanted to select only employee ID. Okay, employee ID, and then first name I wanted to select. Okay, I don't want all columns. Then what you can do? Simply, okay, simply what you can do? You can go ahead and select that particular column name. Select nothing but you are going to write that particular column name in the, in where? In select clause. To do that, what you can do? You can go ahead and you can get that. And one more important thing, while you are selecting more than one column, you have to use the comma separated. You have to use the comma separated. This is very, very important. If you miss and do that, okay, if you miss and do that, okay, what is going to happen? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, by mistake, if you have not selected this, okay, if you have not given comma, okay, what is happening? What is happening? It is going to throw an error like this. It is going to invalid identifier. Invalid identifier. And if I give space, okay, what is going to happen? Try to understand this. If I give space, what is going to happen? Let's see. Okay, let's see. We'll go with the, okay, can you see here? How many columns it is written? How many columns we have selected? How many columns it is written? Guys, am I audible? Guys, am I audible or not? How many columns it is written? But still we have selected 2, right? Why it is coming 1? Because you have not given comma. You have not given comma. It is going to always consider first column only. First column only. Okay. These are the basic things. These are the basic things. Are you clear? Guys, if you are clear, I'll go further. I wanted to see from everyone's response. Let me see 66 people, 65 people response. Now, okay. Okay, now you have selected this data. Okay, now you have selected this data. Okay, how many records are there? 107 records are there. Okay, 107 records are there. Now let's take this. Okay, let's take this data and keep it into Excel sheet. Let's take this data, entire data. Okay, let's take this data keep it into Excel sheet. Okay, let me ask you some of the questions. Okay, let me ask you some of the questions. Okay, what are those questions? I'll do that. Okay, let's see. Okay, here, let's see here, Excel. Okay, let me open this and copy paste it. Why I'm doing that, I'll let you know. Okay, let me make you understand the data first. Okay, then after that, we'll go with the rest of the operations. Now, you see here, okay, let me even take the column names as well. Let me even take the column names. Copy selected headings. Okay, you can take here. Okay, you can see here. So here you can see. Okay, let me take one by one. It is taking as a column. Okay, let me write it up. Okay, let me write it up this column. Okay, employee ID. Okay, and then okay, first name. Okay, then last name. Okay, email. Okay, then after that, what is this? Let's see here. Okay, what is this? Phone number. Okay, phone number. Okay, phone number, and then hire date. Okay, then position, nothing but a job ID. Okay, you can see here job ID and salary per month. Okay, and then salary as well as commission. Okay, commission is the one more column, commission. Okay, then what is the next thing? Let me explain you. Then after that, we'll go with the in detail. Manager ID, MGR ID, and then department. Okay, department ID. Now try to understand whenever you are going ahead and you are going to see these particular things, right? You have to understand the data when you are going ahead and writing something in real time. Okay, remember this. Whenever you are going to start any data, right? First, try to understand the data. Then on top of it, you can start querying the table. But how can we do that? Try to just give me some time, just 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, I'll explain you how to do that. Now you have a huge data. Okay, now you have a huge data. It's considered here you have a very less data, 107 records. In real time, you are going to see millions of records, billions of records as well. Now, okay, here try to understand. Now you have what type of data? Employees information you have. You have all the employees information you have, and as well as each employees belongs to some department. You can see how many departments are there. You can see how many? 10, 20, 30, 40, okay, 50, like that. Okay, you have lot of departments. Now I don't want to see all the time. Okay, I don't want to see all the time all departments. I wanted to get only 90 department records. How can you do that? Just you have a one clause, nothing but a where clause. Where clause. Simply what you can do, select, okay, star from employees, okay, where, okay, where column name, and then operator. Okay, I'm going to explain you this operators. This is nothing but a operator. Equals to is nothing but a operator, and then value. Okay, then value. See, try to understand this. Okay, now same thing. How we can do that? Select star from here. Just consider it table name. Okay, table name. Here, same thing. Example, select star from employees. Where, okay, where department ID. What is the column name which I'm checking? Department ID. Operator equals to is a operator. And then I'm selecting what? 90. Is it simple or not? Very simple, right? In a huge set of data, even you have a lakhs of records, okay? Even lakhs of records or billions of record, okay? Just you can go ahead and you can get this particular, just give me one second. It is behaving weirdly, okay? Just you can get it very easy way. Are you clear, guys? Is it easy or is it simple or not? Guys, SQL is simple or not? Till now, whatever I taught you, is it very simple or difficult or average? This is what, if you understand, right? If you understand the concept, very simple. Okay. Now you have a 90 department. Let's go to Excel and filter the 90 department only. Okay. 90 department only. Okay. Let's go here. Where is this 90? And what is the data you have? You have 90 department records. Okay. 90 department records. In that 90 department records, what I'm expecting? Okay, along with the department, okay, along with the department ID equals to 90, I wanted to get who's having salaries 24,000. Okay, whose salary is having 24,000. How can we do that? Very simple, guys. Okay, in general, plain English. Okay, if you wanted to see two things, okay, you have to go there and you have to get it done. Okay, you have to go there and you have to get it done. Then you are going to use what? And condition, and operator. Okay, simply what you can say? Salary equals to 24,000. That's it. You are going to get only one record. Are you clear? But sir, your explaining is fine. You have written, okay, you have written very simple way, and then explain me, sir, how it works internally, how this particular where clause is going to check, each and everything, how it is going to return the things. Okay, whenever you given where clause, right, where department ID equals to 90, okay, what it does, right, it is going to check. Okay, it is going to read this column. Okay, within this column, okay, whatever the value which we are going to give, okay, it is going to compare. Okay, how it is going to compare? Here 90, okay, here 90. Okay, just you can see here whatever I'm writing, 107 record, it is going to apply like this. Okay, 90. Okay, when it is going ahead and it is going to given 90, first what it is going to check. Okay, try to understand this very simple, and you have to think very easy way. Okay, 90 equals to 90. Okay, it's written true, right? It is written true. Okay, and until what? Until wherever you can see here. Okay, you can see here 90. Okay, where 90 equals to 90. Okay, here 90 equals to 90. This particular 90 equals to 90, it is going to return as true. Okay, wherever the condition is true. Okay, only those records you are going to get as a output. Those records. Did you see this? Only these 3 records are getting output, right? Did you observe that in the previous case? Okay, let's comment it out this. Okay, and write semicolon here. Okay, you can see only three records, right? Am I right or not? 100, 101, 102. Can you see here? Can you see here? In the here also, it is returning true. Okay, only those coming. Only those records are coming. Are you clear or not, guys? You want me to explain one more time? Guys, are you clear or not? I'm not getting any response from you. So here it is true, right? Only 3 records are true. Those 3 records only, which is coming as output. Clear? Now, similar fashion, you have to do this. Okay. You have to understand this. Okay. Where clause are you clear? If you are clear, okay, then I'll go further. Okay. Now, how to select the data? Okay. How to select the data as well as how to select specific columns, how to select all columns, as well as how to select specific columns, and how to select even specific data. Yes, that is whatever I have copied, that is the employees table data, okay. Now you have cleared on this, okay. How to filter the data? Using where clause, Same thing what I have explained. So here I have used select star, right? Always, even instead of select star, you can use the even only specific column names as well. It's optional, okay. How you wanted to select, whether you wanted to select all columns or specific column, up to you, okay. You can see here. Are you clear? Guys? Are you clear? And you can see example, same thing, whatever I have given. Next thing is what? SQL, okay. Structured query language, okay. Data definition language, data manipulation, data control. This I already explained, okay. Now let's get into data definition language, okay. Let's get into create, okay. In data definition language, okay, we have how many commands are there? Overall, we have 5 commands, okay. In data definition language is used to create, modify, and maintain the objects. In the database. Which means whenever you wanted to create any table, any view, okay, any index, any constraint, then you are going to use the DDL commands, as well as if you wanted to modify the commands. For example, if you wanted to modify specific column, okay, you wanted to rename it, you wanted to change it, okay, For example, you have given initially data type is, let's understand this, okay. While you are creating the table, you have given here creation table, okay. Try to understand. Here you have given 50, but some name came which is having around 80 or 90. Then you have to change this, okay. You have to change the data type length. You can use DDL commands only. You are going to do that particular activities. And very, very important thing is DDL commands are auto-committed. You need not to save manually. It is auto-committed, which means it's kind of whenever you execute, automatically database going to save permanently this command. Now try to understand what is this create command. Create command is nothing but I have explained this particular create command. Create database objects in the database. Okay, what are the things which we are going to create? We are going to create multiple things. One is table, okay. Another is table we are going to create. view we are going to create, index also we are going to create, we are going to create primary key, foreign keys, constraints also we are going to create, even, okay, we are going to even change doing user also, we are going to create user as well. Okay, those things we have to consider it in creation. Whenever you wanted to create any new objects, if you wanted to do that, you are going to use the create command. You are going to use the create command, and it is auto committed, which means whenever you execute it, automatically it is going to be permanently saved. And alter. Okay, suppose I have created a table, and then after that I wanted to change that particular structure of the table. Okay, I wanted to change the column name, I wanted to change the data type, I wanted to rename the column name, I wanted to rename the table name. Okay, then we are going to use the alter command. Okay, and if you wanted to remove the objects from a database, suppose you wanted to remove the table, you wanted to remove the view, if you wanted to remove the indexes, okay, those particular things we are going to use the drop command. And truncate is the command which is going to remove entire data, from the table. Are you clear, guys? Are you clear till now? And rename is nothing but it is going to rename the existing objects. Rename the existing objects. Guys, are you clear? If you are clear, then I'll stop it today. Tomorrow we'll continue remaining things.